we're going to do now is we're going to try and assemble the seat brackets to the slider, and then to these brackets that connect up to the actual seat itself. So this slider is made from OMP. This seat bracket is made to connect directly with the bottom holes in the floor of the Mustang. So they are, I don't have to do any drilling on that. And the same is supposed to be compatible with OMP holes where they place for their sliders and for their additional brackets. So everything should just connect up directly without a problem. So how the sliders work is that the slider part that you actually grab a hold of points out forward and bends down, so you have that space between where the seat is and then where you actually come and hold this and then lift it up. And then these actuators allow it to slide back and forth. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see where these mount up, and we need to have it close enough inside to where the to where this holds this, because all this is just this bar here. Okay, so I need to be close enough to the bar where it holds it in place between these two sliders. So, all right. So, and then as I look through, I can see that there are holes for the mounting of the slider on the bottom of this bracket again, to where I don't have to drill any holes into this bracket. So that's really key, okay? Not to say you can't do it if you had to, but let's buy proper equipment to where we don't have to do such things. So we have also, by Planted, the same people who make these brackets, also had them ship me the correct hardware that's strong enough to handle being obviously subverted to some major stress over a long period of time. This is one of those things when you're doing your safety checks later down the road, where you want to make sure that that these things are tightened every now and then. So, all right. So yeah, this nut's going to go on the bottom with this washer. And then this is going to go through the hole. Just like that. Okay? And what we're going to do here is we're going to find the correct Allen key to go in that hole. And I'm thinking it's this one. Let's see. Ooh, that's close. Let's try this one. Bingo! Alright, and I already knew what socket to use, so there's no magic there for the nut. So let's go ahead and lift this up and just do this manually real quick. Here, do that. No, see that side? The washer. No. Sure, that's one right. Here. And these nuts are nylock nuts, so they have that nylon top to them, so you know, so you don't have to use Loctite. And, good example. So everything's connected. That's right? Because we need these to be directly, straight, because as we install these, we also want these to be straight because the seats are straight. As you can tell in my videos, I'm not big on using drills. I like the feel of working and using the actual tools myself by hand. So, call me crazy, but I do. All right, so this one, I'm gonna match that side, you come here. Go right there, right there. See, it matches on each side. I love it. No, where did you get it? Oh, this is. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna push it in. Move this over. Push it in. Right here. That's all. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's it. So, basically, this should, there it goes. Actuate. That side's actuating, this side is not actuating. Why isn't this side actuating? There it is. It's moving. There we go. Yeah, it's just temperamental, I guess, in some way. But basically, that's in. All right, so this is in. All right, there we go. So it works, okay? Works like it's supposed to work. Slide back and forth here. It obviously can only go so far back and only so far forward because it's mounted onto the bracket. So there's no way that I can see. Let's see. Let's flip it over and see. Maybe I'm wrong, but okay. No. So there's no way. Say for example, if I wanted more movement to go backward, maybe I could, slide this back a little bit further. But as you can see, those holes are right here in order to have this mounted. There's no holes in between down further to where I could scoot this back and then do maybe an intermediary hole, in the middle part of this, and then have this front one move back to here. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way to do that. So I guess they know best. For safety, they want you to be balanced across the bracket, I guess is the point of that. So yeah, so that's the point of that. So yeah, having said that, now I go and mount these onto here. So, as I mentioned in my earlier video, I picked the extra large seat, okay? So, it's likely that my seat will take on this inner hole and therefore push these brackets out wider to take on my extra large fitting seat. But I won't know that until I actually, take this seat and try mounting it onto here and see if I can eyeball it that way. So let's try that. Now we just need to see about these seats. So I'll tell you what, let me just sit on here. Let's do that first. All right. Sit right there on top. Let's eyeball it. Okay. This little contraption here is in case you want to add the actual seat belt back in onto the seat bracket if you weren't going to use the 6 pointers or 5 pointers or 7 pointers, however many kind of pointers you had. Safety belt harnesses, but you want to still use your regular seat belt, so you just put the shoulder strap over the top of this, and the bottom strap will come through here, and then it'll click in over here. So that's how that works. Anyway, we're not doing that, so I'm not going to worry about that. So now you can kind of visualize how this works now. So this is going to sit here, and then the seat is going to sit on top of that. And the same on this side. Just like that. So that's how that works. And this literally will sit like that. And then we'll be able to, based upon where we connect the seat to this bracket, we'll be able to angle. See, like that? We can angle the seat back like that to give ourselves a more comfortable position. Alright, so I think we're back on track now. I've spread this out some more, and I flipped this over. And I think that has allowed us to actually have more movement going back and forth. So I was wrong. This should have been, this end should be pointing up. And then that will allow you to move this track all the way back. And now I can easily get to these back holes. Otherwise, when it was pointing down, it was stopping itself right here. So let's keep that in mind next time on the next side. Because we have to do the driver's side. This is the passenger side. Okay. So the rears are in. And before we put in the fronts, let's just check the seat again. Let's see what we got. Holy smokes! And it fits. Imagine that. So it fits. So let's finish the fronts. And let's put the fronts down. So let's do this work. All the way to the access to the bolt now. Now we get this out together. And that one. And so I'm going to back it all down. So I need that thing. Like that. Yep, all roll. There's one. Yep. And then look this up. You can steer up, but if you go back out, there we go. There we go. So that end. Now the seat is down. And I think these are the right bolts that go in the side. The little Allen key bolts that just go right in. So let's figure out my height. Okay, I guess because it's the big wide seat, you can't go any lower to this lower. There's 2 holes here. And it can't go any lower to that hole, so it's gonna go this one. Let's see this. You know, just take this out. No way. Onto it. Let me check in here. Chris. Okay. Got it a minute. It goes back now. So that's what it's on. Tighten that down a little bit. There we go. The seat is done. The seat is done. It's ready to go. It's ready to go in. I'm so excited. Look at this thing. Yep. Push it down. There we go. Slide back and forth, just like that, huh? Just like that. There it is. That's done. Passenger seat is done. So excited. All right, DP Deers, that's how we get it done. You know, we put our hands on our cars, and you know, for all the things that we really can do that doesn't require, you know, a special shop to do these sort of tasks, we want to make sure that we're performing these tasks. That's part of the enjoyment of being a race car driver when we're doing it ourselves, is that we'll have that pride in ourselves to say, hey, you know, we put these seats in. Hey, we put together the suspension parts for the most part. You know, hey, we put on that rear wing. Whatever the case may be, you know, there are certain things that we really can do. I just want to encourage you to do the same. You know, part of the cost of putting a race car together is the installation. And if you can limit that installation cost by you taking on that responsibility of you making sure you understand all the things that are involved, you know, the only effort that you have to make is to go and do a Google search. Because there are plenty of videos out there, just like mine, that will show you how to put together a race car seat. That will show you how to remove the carpet out of the car. That will show you how to remove the seats out of the car. That will show you how to put, you know, certain suspension parts into your car. You know, you don't have to be afraid of that. You know, no, I'm not asking you to weld, okay? No, I'm not asking you to fabricate, okay? No, we're not asking you to create something that you have to, you know, some special racing part, okay? Most of these things can be purchased, and their own websites will also have installation videos showing you how to install their product. So I just want you to feel comfortable. I don't want you to have any fear. I want you to pay attention. And whatever you decide to do regarding your particular race car dream, I want you to have fun with it. And I tell you what, I am having so much fun. I can't stand it. There's nothing else. There's a couple of things. But besides personal, besides relationship-wise, that I would rather do than this. And I just want to encourage you to do that. I really do. these videos are for you. I'm already experiencing all the joy of this. I'm just putting in a little extra effort to actually focus on developing at least, I say, somewhat good. I'm not going to say that these are the best videos, but I'm just trying to say that I try to put forth a small good product so that you all can see some of the steps and will be inspired to go and do your own racing venture. So hats off to you that are watching this video. Hats off to my DPDers that are subscribing to this channel. Hats off to those who have put on the special notification ringer, so anytime I upload a video, you're aware of it. I appreciate all of you, and I just want to encourage you to go racing. All right, have a good night. Talk to you soon.